Hey, everybody, it's Kelly Williams with the Kelly Williams Show, Bay Area Houston Magazine, and your home TV. And it's time for the Kelly Williams Show. Yay! I'm so excited because today, today I have my collagen expert, Stephanie Easterling. Hey, Stephanie.
Hi.
All right, I'm really excited because we're going to be talking about losing weight, collagen, hormones, and having a positive mood. Important things everybody needs to hear about. So stay tuned. Grab your coffee. Grab your mimosa. We already got ours. Our little coffee morning. And we'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody. It's time to tune in and turn on your happy. You're watching The Kelly Williams Show. Don't forget, you can watch it anytime on the best network ever, your home TV. And you can also stream it live on Roku. So get ready, because it's time for the Kelly Williams Show. All right, we are back. Okay, so I'm really excited because, of course, collagen, the liquid collagen, is very near and dear to my heart because it really has been a game changer and a life changer for me. So Stephanie, first of all, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
I'm always excited to come talk to you. It's so much fun and it goes by so fast.
I know. I love our shows. I love our shows. They're always full of so much fun information and wonderful things that people need to know to make their lives better. So I love it. Stephanie, how long have you been, involved with Modere and selling these products? And you know so much about so many things, and it's really wonderful. How long have you been involved with this?
Oh God, since 2014, 10 years.
What?
Can you believe it?
No, that's crazy.
It's so weird because as we start getting older, we just want to feel better and we want to look less older, right? So if we can do that and move around and still do the things that we love, that's so important. You know, my husband, I know he shares this with your husband, played college football. Your husband went on to do so much more. But him being in his upper 50s, he still wants to do CrossFit. He still has that competition inside of him.
Oh, yeah.
Or wants to do better. And, something that's going to help your joints and help your muscles and stuff, it really makes him feel like he can still perform and not just sit around and watch TV, or play golf. He's still trying to keep up. So if we can do something, that's kind of how I felt 10 years ago. I wasn't necessarily as worried about that. But as I've gotten older, my friends are having grandchildren and them trying to get up off the floor and like, oh, my knees, you just want to sit down on the floor with your grandkids and play, right?
Yeah,
without having to struggle to get up. So those are kind of the things that inspire people to even, what we're talking about today, collagen, even to look at it. But the problem is there's so much noise and so much confusion. People will try anything and think it doesn't work and just give up on whether collagen's right for them. So I'm glad that you're bringing, some awareness to it, and also love the fact that you don't sell it. Many people don't trust people because they're selling a product versus someone who is a customer that has used it. So, having thousands of customers, they're using this product. That's when you have something that's really good. The positive. I work for the positive comments and the people who are like, "Thank you so much. This has helped me." That's so important. And to hear your story about all the times that you've had to do double shows or fill in, and you feel like that you can do that. Still, you're going to be tired still, but the fact that you can perform, that is just music, no pun intended, to my ears.
Yeah. No, and I'm going to tell you, and I've told you this before, but when I was about 39 or 40, no, I'm sorry. It's been longer than that. But when my daughter was just after my daughter's born, I started having issues with my sciatica. Never had it before, had no clue what was happening. Just, I knew I felt so bad and would have to lay on the floor and sleep on the floor for 2 to 3 days at a time. One time was 4 days. And this is just was my reality. and kept going to my doctor and doing stretches, trying to learn things to help me feel better. The thing is, it's scary when they tell you the only option you have is possibly back surgery. And that's going to be really the only fix for it, to adjust bones or move something in your spine or something that's causing the swelling of why I was having all of these issues. I would get done singing a 3-hour show, sit in the car and have to pull my knees to my chest because my back was hurting so bad that I couldn't stand it anymore. And I kept thinking, when does this end? I don't think I can be doing this much longer. After starting the liquid collagen, literally in about 2 to 3 months, I started realizing, oh my gosh, I haven't had any sciatica issues at
You
all.
forget about it. You
None.
forget that you had them. Right.
Exactly. And so all of a sudden I thought, okay, something's working. It must be this liquid collagen, because nothing that I had been doing had been helping. It was literally once a month I would have an episode, and it was literally causing me so many issues with my life. I was scared to do anything. Making up the bed, I would have, I was nervous about making up the bed in the mornings. No, that's not even a lie. And so it has been almost 3 years, not one issue with my sciatica, not one. It's literally have been my little miracle. And that
I have so many people who will come to me kind of like you and say, you know what? I don't think it's working. I don't really see a difference. And, people want to give up. It takes 3 months for it to get into your body and help your body start reproducing the collagen that you used to have.
Yeah.
And they'll quit, they'll stop. And, I'm never going to force anybody to do it. I do want them to be compliant. I never want someone to try it for a month. They need to use it for 3 months at least.
Yeah.
Then they'll come back to me in about 6 or 8 weeks and go, wait a second. I used to have, my hip used to talk to me when I'd go up the stairs. It went away and now it's back. So you kind of forget about those little things when they're not happening. And then when they come back, you never want them to come back again. So, it helps those things, but also, I always say that it's a great product for your joints. It makes your aches. It helps you feel better. And the side effects is it's great for your hair, skin, and nails. So those are really good side effects,
It's crazy. One of the big things that people forget about that causes so many problems with other things is inflammation. People read about it. They may understand it. They may not. They just know it's there. And certain foods you eat, it can cause more of it. Things you do, your body can cause more of it. Having collagen actually helps reduce inflammation. Can you tell us a little bit about why this liquid collagen does that?
Well, number one, inflammation starts in our gut. It's the craziest thing. If you ever read anything about gut health and the microbiome, you'll learn that 70% or more, I'd argue more, diseases start in the gut and it's produced around inflammation. And so if you can build that gut lining, which collagen helps do that, then you can reduce that inflammation. But liquid collagen is systemic. It's not a powder. You're not mixing it. It doesn't have to get to the gut and break down before you absorb it. So if you're taking a powder or pill, that's great, but you're only getting between 10 and 30% at most absorption. And this is 90 to 98% absorption. So you're almost getting 3 times as much absorption. And why that's important is it's a tablespoon. You take morning and night. It tastes great. You don't mix it into anything, but you hold it in your mouth. And what happens is it gets into the tissues, right? It gets under the vessels underneath your tongue and it gets into your bloodstream. So it's going to go all over. And what that does is it produces circulation in your body, which helps inflammation, right? There's so many things that it's going to work towards. And then people will notice they're less puffy, that inflammation's down. But that's one step. The second step is to help repair your gut. And we know that's important. We can do all the things in the world. If we've got a bad gut, it's going to lead to more problems than we want. And so,
Absolutely.
what we'd love to talk about gut health. I love to help steer people
Yeah.
to our probiotic or our prebiotic that's going to help repair your gut. But collagen is the first step, helps that leaky gut, helps that lining, which is
Yeah.
going to help reinforce reducing inflammation later.
Absolutely. And one thing that I want to let people know when they're watching this is that we see celebrities everywhere pushing powdered collagen. And if you don't know them personally and know if they're really taking it or not, how much they're getting paid to promote that product, whatever it is, this is one reason why I told Stephanie I do not want to sell it. I don't want to get on my show or tell my viewers, hey, this is great and it's only this much, and and I'm selling it. I didn't want to sell it because I wanted to be completely honest, use it and say, I don't make a dime off of this. I use it and it works for me. And I want to let you know that I want to help you feel better, look better, whatever you need. This product has helped me. And I can be completely honest about it because I'm not making a dime off of it. That was a big deal for me.
Mm-hmm. And I respected that. I love that you said that. And here's the truth about collagen. This is what people really need to know. When you're born, first of all, hyaluronic acid is also referred to as HA because it's hard to say hyaluronic acid 3 times in a row. But HA, when you're born, that is the most you're ever going to have in your life. So as soon as you take your first breath, hyaluronic acid is reducing in your body. That is like anywhere there's water, that plumpness, right? That tightness. That's why babies have those big cheeks, right?
Yeah.
So you're losing that. Collagen doesn't start decreasing in our body until our mid-20s.
Wow.
And we lose between 1% and 2% a year. So add that up. If you're in your mid-50s like me and you're not taking a collagen, you've lost quite a bit. So while the powders, and it's really the types of collagen, if you will, it's 1 and 3 are bovine and marine. And those are really just hair and skin and nails. Yeah. If you're in your mid-20s and you're taking one of those collagens, you really haven't started losing. So you're going to get some benefit from it. But let's fast forward. If you're in your late 30s, mid 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, those types aren't going to rebuild. Those only enhance what you have left. So if you don't have any left, there's nothing to enhance, which is why people will take it and say it's not working. You need something that's type 2, that's going to synthesize into all the collagens in our body. Type 2 is it's the most abundant protein, which is collagen, but it's in our bodies for our joints, our bones, just all the connective tissues everywhere. It's in your hair, everywhere. But you want something that's going to rebuild it. That's important. But the crazy thing is collagen is such a large molecule that it just passes through our body. It's a waste unless it's bio-optimized, and that's very expensive. Bio-optimized means you shrink it down to where it's the smallest weight. It's called Daltons, right? All that scientific stuff, you can look it up. But it has to be a certain weight in order for your body to absorb it. So that's why this is so important. And cheaper is not always better. They don't. While ours is not the least expensive, you'd have to take 3 times as much as the other one to get one bottle. So in the end, it's synthesized into stuff for your hair, skin, and nails, your bones, your joints, your gut. You're getting everything you need. So understanding the difference is really important. And when you're in Whole Foods or at the convenience store and you can grab it in a little packet, you're not going to learn that. So I love educating people so they understand and really can benefit from what they're getting.
Absolutely. And I'll never forget, one of my girlfriends a while back had been seeing our shows, and she said, Kelly, I wanted to talk to you because I saw a commercial for the powder collagen before I saw your show. And she said, I went ahead and got some, and it wasn't cheap. I've been using it for months and months. And she goes, I don't feel, I'm not feeling anything. And she said, I just, I don't know if I can keep affording to take this. And I said, well, how long have you been taking it? She said it was like 6 or 8 months. And I said, wow, honestly, you should be feeling something. And I said, I'm not saying it's not working, However, when you have to mix something into something else for your body to use it and break it down, you're only going to get this much use out of what you're taking. So we talked and she said, I'm going to order some of the liquid collagen. I said, it's concentrated. I said, there is a huge difference between a powder and this liquid. And I said, that's what people need to understand. Just because you know the person is a celebrity that's selling this stuff does not mean it's going to work for you.
That's right.
You know, so
well, it's more than just collagen, honestly.
Yeah.
It's and I'd love to get into the science. And if someone is really, you know, a nerd and wants to talk, I would love to connect with them. But just so people know, you know, humans, dogs, cats, horses, and chickens, we all have the same molecule makeup that is collagen type 2, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin sulfate. And so people go, well, what's the difference? You know, collagen is, you know, the connective tissue. It's kind of what holds everything together. It's everywhere. Hyaluronic acid is the moisture. And chondroitin sulfate, think of it like this. When you jump and your joints have to be compressed together, chondroitin is that cushion, right? It's that buffer, which goes away as it breaks down as we age. So if you can take something that already has that, it comes in nature. It comes from the sternal cartilage of a chicken. There's no blood supply. So I do have vegans that will still take this product, you know, humanely treated animals. But it comes, and when I say that, all of collagen comes from a human or an animal. So there's no such thing as a vegan collagen. They do have some scientists that are, you know, in these Petri dishes coming up with a, you know, kind of a synthetic collagen, if you will, that will mimic. You can get actually vitamin C from oranges that will actually enhance a little bit, that will help. But all collagen, let's get this straight, comes from a human or an animal. That's what it is. But it's important for people to understand what it's going to do. And that hyaluronic acid, we're not adding it to it. It is a molecule that's shrunk down. And so your body sees that molecule and like, hey, that's like what I have. Let me hold this and start rebuilding it. While the other one uses it for what it needs and then it's gone. You don't rebuild. So that's the key difference there. And I am super honest with people. It is not the least expensive thing out there, but you're getting your money's worth. There's 7 US and international patents. It has 37 clinical trials. And so it's done some pretty amazing things that we don't even talk about. In the studies, it's helped people with osteoarthritis. It's done some things to reduce discomfort, right? To improve mobility. Those things are documented, right? And if people want that, I'm happy to share that with them too. So, and I can talk about that all day. I don't want to bore your
No, it's so important for people to know that this is patented. This is proven, and it can help people that if it's them watching or somebody in their family or somebody they know that is struggling with arthritis or inflammation or, you know, joints or, I mean, anything, sciatica, this could help them. This stuff is amazing. You know,
I do want to mention too that, you know, it's like what I was saying, it's not just collagen. It has the hyaluronic acid, chondroitin, but it also has 14 superfoods, like all these great, powerful fruit extracts that helped, you know, with reducing free radicals. It's got antioxidants. It helps, you know, it helps circulation in your body. So there's so many things you're getting. And this past Monday, we just recently launched one called Skin. It's a new and improved liquid BioCell skin that has added biotin. It has pea sprouts, bamboo extract, and ceramide. So what this will do is kind of give you that boost. And we all know biotin is really good. It doesn't come, you know, in this molecule in nature. So we've added that to it. So people, same price as it was before. They're not having to supplement with biotin. So you're getting that added in your daily dose, which is so important. So we're super excited about that. We sold probably three times as much as we predicted. And so very, very excited. Great taste. It tastes like a berry citrus taste. We have one called Life that's one of my favorites. It's a kind of a berry, you know, kind of a cherry-ish, kind of a strawberry-ish. But super excited about that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very excited. Well, and one thing, you know, I want people to know is that I am very funny, and I was always honest with you about how things taste. If it doesn't, I don't care how good it is for me. I can only do it a couple of times and then I'll go, I can't do it anymore. If it tastes bad, because I don't like that. It's the way I am. I'm a big baby with taste. All of these products are delicious. It's shocking to me. Every single thing is
and no
so
artificial
good.
colors, no artificial,
No.
flavors. Very, very important to us
Yes.
here that we don't, we don't cut on our principles. We also use, recyclable packaging. We use wind energy because we care about the carbon footprint. So there's so many things that go into it. And you're right, taste does matter. And the fact that you only take 1 tablespoon a day, if it tastes good, if it's convenient, you're going to do it every day, right? And that's important to be consistent with it for sure.
No, I get excited. I wake up, I get to take my step because it tastes so good.
Especially the chocolate one, right?
Oh yeah, I keep those kind of handy. Those are usually for my travel, but I go, I'm gonna have some chocolate ones today.
Yeah, so it comes in a bottle. There's the skin one's the new one, the life one. This one's called Pure. I like to talk about this one too because if someone has an allergy to a fruit, there's a lot of times they're like, oh, I can't take that. I have an allergy. This is the reoccurring, molecule that's in your body and stevia extract. It's called ribulose A, and it just gives it a little bit, makes it palatable. There's 0 sugar. And it just says on the bottle, it says supports joint mobility and lubrication and skin's hydration, firmness, and tone. So right on the label, right?
Right
but
on the label.
You and Stephanie, I mentioned, go ahead.
What about people with diabetes?
This is perfect. So diabetics typically want to stay away from sugar, even some natural sugars, right? Even if it has 2 to 3 grams of sugar. I think the benefits of life outweigh the sugar. If it's 2 grams, you can cut it somewhere else, but it's from natural fruits. This has 0 sugar, so they can take the Pure.
Yeah.
Pure
and it's still good.
Yeah.
I've taken the Pure before.
If you've ever had, it's been a long time, but it reminded me of like a tart grape juice or a Red Bull. Like it just kind of has that taste, but
it does.
Tablespoon. I can get that down.
No, tablespoon. That's right. And it's so good. Delicious.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we're going to start talking about, are you in with your summer body yet? Are you? Me too. Are you?
I thought you were asking me. You're talking about your viewers.
So many people are not. And then it's that panic mode that sets in because it's already May. So guess what? We're going to be talking about how to help get you into that summer body, the healthy way, a delicious way, and an easy way that we are able to help you. And that's coming up in just 1 second, right after this commercial break.
Unwind by the water at South Shore Harbor Resort, the premier waterfront getaway located just south of Houston. We are the ultimate getaway with a range of activities for all ages. Soak up the sun by our refreshing pool or spend a day on the water. Pamper yourself at the relaxing spa and savor delicious cuisine at our on-site restaurants. Book your stay now and enjoy a rejuvenating vacation experience. South Shore Harbor Resort and Conference Center. It's time to enjoy.
All right, and we're back.
Yay.
Hey, everybody. It's Kelly Williams and my collagen expert, Stephanie Easterling. We're so excited to have her on. We do a monthly show where we give you great information about all kinds of things. And you can ask questions right here on the show. So if you have any questions for Stephanie, please feel free to ask and we will get them answered right here on the show. Okay, so Stephanie, what we talked about right before the break. So many people, right at New Year's, everybody gets that little panic mode. And then all of a sudden, they're at the gym a little bit and they're not. And then all of a sudden it stops because life gets busy. Life happens or something else happens. And all of a sudden it's April, May, and they're going, oh my gosh.
Oh no.
It's summer. Uh-oh. It's almost summer and I did nothing.
Yeah. And you're looking for nice cover-ups that aren't too hot, right? To sit by the pool.
Exactly. Which nobody should be doing. So even if your goal is not to lose a ton of weight, but it's to maintain and feel good. Let's talk about one of my favorite things in the world is trim.
Oh my goodness. So
Amazing.
you mentioned how people get started and then they stop. One of the
Yes.
reasons why, Kelly, is that people don't see a difference right away. And
Yeah.
that's hard, and we're going to talk about the 5-day drop in a second, but let's talk about trim first. So trim is everything we just talked about with the collagen. It is a collagen. It's one of the collagens, but it has an additional ingredient called, it's CLA, it's conjugated linoleic acid. Any fitness experts out there will know that ingredient at exactly 3.4 grams inhibits fat absorption. So
Amazing.
basically, give me a second because I got to explain this. So everyone has fat in their bodies. It doesn't matter how large or small we are. We have fat cells. And yeah, sorry, it happens. So what do the fat cells want? It wants more fats. So we have two transmitters in our body. So when we, eat and drink things and we get the fat and all that stuff in our body, it has two transmitters. Like, okay, where am I going to bring this? I want to bring this to the fat cell because the fat cell just wants to get bigger. The CLA blocks it and says, no, 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 we're going to take this and get rid of it. Wow. So your fat cell has this blocker. It's got this shield. It's like they locked it with a security lock. Don't let any more fat in. So the fat cells, the size that it is, instead of getting larger, it starts reducing the fat and getting the fat out of it because your body burns it and needs it. It fills up with water because that cell still wants to stay there. It's waiting for more fat. And when all the fat is gone and it's full of water, it collapses. This can take alone 3 to 5 months, right? I mean, we don't gain weight overnight. So you're not going to lose it overnight. Yeah. And so that is why this product is so powerful. So you're taking a tablespoon of what tastes like chocolate pudding or brownie batter, right?
So good.
There's other flavors too. Yes. If you're not a chocolate fan, we've got other flavors, but so it's super powerful. It's got all the collagen for your joints, your hair, your skin, your nails, but it has that CLA, which is so important. But we have this program, Kelly, I don't know if you probably haven't done it or even tried it yet because you don't need it, but we came out with, it's called a 5-day drop. And what we've found, if people can lose 5 pounds, around 5 pounds, some more, some a little less in their first 5 days, guess what?
That's amazing.
They are going to continue. So it's a metabolic reset, basically, in your body. The first day, it comes with a plan. So it's 4 products. It comes with a probiotic, which is great. Revitalize, which is a drink that hydrates you, but also replenishes minerals that you might be missing, vitamins that you might be missing. And it stimulates your natural caffeine that has no caffeine in it. Phyto greens, which is greens to get your greens in you, right? And then a digestive enzyme, because we're in a world where fast, we eat quickly. So if we're not chewing, we're not producing the enzymes in our saliva that get to our stomach that helps us digest our food. So it's like a whole, rabbit wheel here. So these 4 products, it gives you a plan that says first day through the 5th day, exactly what to do and what types of food to eat. And it's been so great because it's helped me learn portion size. I mean, now I know it's breakfast. I need a protein and a little vegetable. So it makes it so easy for me to know what I need to eat and when I need to eat it. And I've had those programs in the past because I'm like, oh, I'm going to be stuck to this. And I got to go buy. It is stuff that's already here. It's made it super simple. And you do it for 5 days. And the first day you're drinking this stuff and it kind of fills you up. And of course it wants you to get your water. Yeah. But first day you don't eat until 5. And that's the only day that you feel like you're kind of like on a fast. Yeah. Reset your body. Yeah. And then 2 through 5, I feel like I'm eating all day long. And I'm like, how in the world am I losing weight? Right. What we found, and you're going to be shocked when I say this. If I was to ask your listeners, where do you think fat comes out of our body from? And most people will answer the bathroom, right? They're going to say that's how we lose our fat. Yeah. I'm talking about 85% of the fat comes from, number 1, breathing out.
What?
This is a total. Breathing out, sweat, and urine, a combination of it.
Unbelievable.
I know. So if you're drinking more, I'm like, embrace when people say, I don't want to drink water because I have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh my God.
Hello.
Seeing all this inflammation. So I had a girl and She weighed 119 pounds. I'm like, why in the world are you doing the 5-day drop? And she says, I have a pair of jeans that I want to get back into, and it's bugging me, right? So
From
she
when
went
she was
from,
5.
no. She lost 4 pounds, but she noticed the inflammation, and she's like a short, tiny
Yeah.
little bitty thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was mainly in her face. It was the
Wow.
inflammation. And so usually at the end of the 5-day reset, at the 5-day drop, my husband and I did it together. I was
Yeah.
so mad. He lost 9 pounds. I lost 4.9. I'm like,
Amazing.
men, right?
Men.
But what we both noticed is we just felt better. Like your
Yeah.
body has a reset, and it kind of stimulated us. Okay, I want to continue on this healthy journey. So we have it. It's called a 5-day drop. And then you go into using what's called the lean body system. It's for 30 days. And you have a plan with that. Because most people go, Kelly, I want to do it, but I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to eat. You know, I'm eating all these healthy things. And when you really look at it, it's not really healthy. You know, you think it is just because it says on it, you know, low fat. It's shocking, but it's a great plan. And then we'll do, if someone's like, I can't do it alone, once a month, we do a 5-day drop chat on Facebook where we put people in a chat. We motivate them. We do giveaways. And it's pretty crazy. Like this week, like last week, we had 6 ladies doing it, and it was a total of 32 pounds lost. And so you're like, okay, that's great. Yeah. So when you're doing it together, you're motivating each other. You're like, we've got this. So it's really been successful, and it leads people on that healthier path. So if you can make healthy choices over time, this is just a jump set to kind of trick your mind into, I can do this. And then they keep on with it. So I love that program, 5-day drop. We use the lean body system. And you're getting great nutrients.
Absolutely. And Stephanie, I think that is, you mentioned the key a minute ago. When people start something new and then they feel a little bit hopeless, they feel it gives them anxiety a little bit, like, I don't know what to do, how to do it. I need somebody to write it down for me. Can somebody just show me what I need to do, and then I can stick to it? That's what you do. There it is. There is something like this. If you need this kind of help, it's awesome. You know, and that's just a huge blessing for so many people.
Yeah. Some people just need you to hold some people just need you to hold their hand. Like, okay, we have so many people in there going, okay, I have a party tonight. We're like, nope, you got this, you know? And we teach them, like, okay, if there's a buffet or if they're bringing food, don't starve yourself. If you want the cake, take a few bites of it, but you don't have to have 2 servings, right?
No, exactly.
Satisfy that. And you're not starving. I love it. The products work together to help your body. Just that metabolic reset, super, super important. You can do this several times if you want. We suggest once a month. I have people that I know do it every other week, and that's been their weight loss journey. So whatever's right for them. But that inflammation gone, we talked about this at the beginning of the show. Inflammation is just the culprit. And if you can reduce inflammation in your body, you know, if that's all you're doing, then you're ahead of the game.
Absolutely. Look, I'm going to tell you, I mean, the trim I had a couple of years ago, and I've still kept it off. But I started realizing I couldn't fit in a couple of my dresses when I was going to some events, or my pants. And I thought, I don't know what's happening to me. I started the trim, and I didn't even realize that in the 3rd month, I had somebody go, how much weight have you lost? And I go, what do you mean? They go, well, you weren't big, but you're like, you look fitter. And I thought, God, you know, I don't know. I've just been using my trim and, you know, trying to eat a little bit healthier, less carbs, but I'm not as hungry. You know, and I just feel better. I weighed myself. I had not even gotten on the scale. It was 14 pounds I had lost. That's craziness. I mean, I thought, okay, well, no wonder I feel so good. But it wasn't hard. I never ever thought. The trim was so delicious.
And what does that do for people? It just makes them feel better. You know, I could probably go into the chat and read you some of the comments of it starts out with people who are afraid, you know, and in the chat, it's private. Everyone's being vulnerable. We don't force people to do pictures, but, you know, we'll put our scale picture up there, and someone's like, I didn't want to put my scale up here, because it ranges from, the 130s to the 250s, right?
Exactly.
But when at the end of those 5 days, or even sometimes that first day, it's surprising the amount of inflammation, even water that people release, but a lot of it's inflammation, is how happy they are, how proud they are of themselves. And, we have a girl who today's the last day, the 5th day. And this morning she was down 7 pounds. She goes, it would take me a month or 2 to get this. But she's just excited to get that off, and continue on the journey. So if you can jumpstart it, I can't say, something about the mindset changes and it gives them that I can do it. I think that's so important.
It's incredible. And this is giving that boost and that help to so many people. It's really incredible. Okay, guys.
Hey, I'll say this real quick. The 5-day drop, because I never talk prices, is about $123. But you get 2. It's not just one. So you can do it twice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or you can get it and you and your spouse or you and your best friend can do it. It's good to do it with someone, or contact me and we'll put you in the chat. Make sure you have the plan, give you some guidance. Or if you're like, I want to do it by myself, then go do it by yourself. You're never required to post anything. We never share your name or your story. We just want the best for everybody.
I love that. That is incredible. Guys, I've been talking to my collagen expert, Stephanie Easterling, and we are going to be back with more. We're going to be talking hormones. We all need this discussion because you're going to be ready. You're going to learn a lot. We're all going to learn a lot. And you can ask questions right here on the show to Stephanie and we'll get them answered for you. But stay tuned. We're going to be right back with more after this commercial break.
Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events wants you to come party with us. We're bringing the fun to the Houston Bay Area. Stay tuned for all of our incredible events throughout the year, featuring amazing food and drinks, live entertainment, special guests, and so much more. Fun, new, different. Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events is where you want to be. So come party with us. It's more than a yacht. It's serendipity.
And we're back. Hey, everybody.
Yay.
Okay, this is Kelly Williams, and I am talking live with my collagen expert, Stephanie Easterling. And we have been talking, oh my goodness, collagen, weight loss. And now we're about to talk hormones. So, bomb, 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 bomb.
That's so not fair for women.
It's a little crazy. There's so many people that deal with so many things. And this is the sad part for me. I know that everybody has to do what they feel like they need to do, and they make some decisions, I think sometimes that they end up regretting, unfortunately, when it deals with their hormones. But there's natural ways to at least try to get some things fixed or get you help you might need with your hormones. Stephanie.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this, because the OVA-M hormone relief without hormones.
It's
crazy. It's amazing.
I know. So like you said, I was forced. I had so many issues with my cycle growing up, and just, as a young adult, we were pregnant 7 times. We have 2 healthy children from that. And I can't imagine what caused that, but it just produced such a issue in my adult life that my cycle was such a pain in the rear. You know what I mean? It's just, I was like, it's not fair. And so what we've learned, well, for me, I had to end up having a full hysterectomy at age 40.
Wow.
And because of medical history in my family, I did not choose synthetic hormones. I just went cold turkey. And it was tough for like a year and a half or so. And then I turned 50 10 years later. And I'm like, what is this heat? I'm sweating at night. What's going on?
Yeah.
And then it was like, I can describe, everyone knows, you can, when I talk about it. So now I'm going through all this, 10 to 12 years later. And I'm like, what is going on? And I tried everything I heard that was natural, and nothing seemed to work. It get messy sometimes. And so when we launched this, I did what I had to do to be on the trial, because I wanted to, number one, see if it worked, right? I wanted to be a test subject. But what we found, like in someone's cycle, I'm just going to talk about that one first. It's called OVA, and it comes in this little pack of what you do each day. It reminds me of the old age birth control that people used to take pills every day. But in different phases of your cycle, what this is it's feeding your body nutrients, minerals that you're losing. So in different follicular phase, ovulation phase, you're getting all that you need. So it regulates your cycle, reduces the puffiness, reduces the cramping, helps with the mood. So that's our younger years. But in your pre, peri, menopause, and postmenopausal, we have what's called OVA-M. And it's 2 supplements that, again, in those stages, we're not going through the cycles, right? But you take it once a day, two. I take it before bed, sits on my nightstand. I will never not take it.
Yeah.
But what it does is it reduces, those changes in your hormones. In 4 days, I wasn't waking up. I woke up with my covers still on me. I used to kick them off all night, grab them back, or they'd be on the floor, or have to change my pajamas.
Yeah.
I woke up, had not moved, and I was still in the spot I was. And I'm like, that's interesting. Several nights in a row. And so my husband, who's over there freezing to death because I have the fan, the air conditioner, all these things. He's like, wow, you didn't even move last night. I'm like, I sure didn't. And what I realized is I was sleeping better because I wasn't waking up with these, what I call flashes, right?
Amazing.
And so it reduces those, doesn't take them away right away, but over time you're like, okay, people can tell me how many they have in a day. It makes them, think about what they're going to wear. They have to layer so they can take things off. You're like, I can't take this off because all I have is a tank. I'm in a restaurant. You really kind of think about when you're going to get these. And people can tell me now, I go this long and it's not a hot, maybe it's a warm or just a little one.
Yeah.
And so I tell women all the time, you have nothing to lose to try this and see. It helps. And I hope I can say this, but some of the changes we get as women in that area, there becomes dryness, right? It helps that. And then this is going to be music to even our male ears. It helps with your libido.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, there's some things that are happening in our body, and it, our libido changes, all those other changes. It makes it not comfortable. So it just your mood, and it affects relationships. So if you can do things naturally, that's going to help in those areas. It's a positive. So I'm like,
absolutely
interesting. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think people are looking for more natural ways to help with things. I think people are so tired of having to take things that they don't even know how their body's going to react to it, because it's, medicine after medicine after medicine. And it's just not good. It's not good for us. And then it ends up making things worse down the road. So I love that these are all natural, and that, is there anybody who cannot try these, Stephanie?
I always tell people to read the ingredients. Like I had a girl that was allergic to olives, so it has olive extract, but they're all natural, like herbs and nutrients. So if you want a copy of the ingredients, or you can go to Kelly's site there, Live Clean with Kelly. Click on OVA-M, read the ingredients. It talks about. There's so much information there about the studies that they did, the trials that they did. I would say someone who is on a synthetic hormone is probably not having the symptoms that would require this. Now, if they were going to get off of their hormones because they're wanting to do something more natural, get with your, practitioner and see at what point do you start this as you're coming off. But the only reason it's not going to hurt anyone. Again, I'm not a doctor. But
you're just married to one.
Yeah, I'm just married to one. But right. It doesn't jump out of his head into mine, which people think. I get those calls all the time.
I know
it. It's him. I do realize that they're just wanting me to relay it to him. But
exactly.
It's natural ingredients. It has a just, natural root extracts. I'm looking at all these different things. And so nothing that would alarm people, but, always ask your physician how they feel about you taking something and when you switch.
Absolutely.
To switch. So.
Well, and that's what's so great. You can go on to this website, livecleanwithkelly.com. It's an open book. You can read about every product. You can see the test result. You read everything. It's wonderful. There's nothing hidden.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Open door. Right.
It's
very,
amazing.
Very transparent.
Print it out. Take it to your doctor. This is what's so great about this. Okay. So Stephanie, one thing that, so many people deal with and because just what they're going through, what, their hormones are doing, anything, their mood.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about this uplift.
Okay.
So many of us need mood enhancers. You don't want to, people, I hate when I actually drink decaf, people.
And you are so alive. That's impressive.
The thing is that, I think I don't want people to be relying on making sure they have their caffeine or making sure they have something that makes them feel better or gets more happy or tell us a little bit about this.
So, like you said, without the use of stimulants to affect your mood or to affect certain things, we all have certain stress in our life. And the biggest one comes from the levels of cortisol in your body, right? So if we can reduce oxidative stress and the occasional stressors in our life and increase our antioxidant capacity, support our immune functions, all those the glutathione levels, all these things that we aren't monitoring on a daily basis because we can't, right? Yeah. Then your mood is going to change. And so you're going to start hearing, I guess 11, 13 years ago, we said, y'all are going to start hearing about collagen. Now you're going to start hearing about bioactive adaptogens, which are these things that kind of help things naturally in your body. And so people nowadays, you hear people talking about ashwagandha, and that is, it's a root extract that really helps reduce occasional stress in your body. And this has ashwagandha in it. So exciting for that. It's a root. It has other things like calcium that helps bone health, right? I'm trying to read all the ingredients here.
That's amazing.
Andra that reduces stress as well. Yeah. It's made from a berry, some fruit extracts. But if you can take this in your mood, American ginseng is another one. We know that helps reduce, it's an adaptogen as well. But these things just help reduce that stress in your body. People are saying that they're sleeping better at night. Men are saying it's uplifting. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. But there's just some, if you can do things that help naturally in your body, it's so important. And so we can get you a fact sheet that talks about it. If it's going to support antioxidant space in your body, you just feel better. And if you feel better, then your day is better, right?
Yeah. Well, and the thing is that if you can take something daily that can help naturally with your stress, who doesn't want that? I mean, seriously, this is
it optimizes your natural energy. And like you said, if you're not adding caffeine, if you're not adding all these stimulants and you can maximize your own energy, it's just better for you.
Absolutely. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So Stephanie, really quickly, let's do a little overview of what we talked about today, because we covered a lot. So guys, we started talking about collagen. Very, very important. This liquid collagen, and there's 4 types that people can order.
For flavors. They're all going to do the same. I always want to, there's 4 flavors. Okay. And if you don't want any added fruit benefit, you're going to get the pure.
Okay. Yeah. Then we go to trim, how to get in shape or stay in shape deliciously. It's incredible. The 5J drop, the lean body system, all of these, you can find more information at livecleanwithkelly.com easily. The OVA and OVA-M for menopause or hormonal help without hormones. Big deal. And a mood enhancer, uplift. We covered so much today, guys, but I'm going to tell you, these things are all natural. And I am living proof that I'm, it's crazy. I've tried so many things over the years for, to lose a little bit of weight here and there, or to, help my sciatica issues. These products have become little miracles to me in my life and been life-changing for me. I do not sell these products. I'm not on here trying to sell you anything. I'm just being really honest. And every month I get to visit with Stephanie, and we talk about really important things that can make your life better naturally and deliciously, which is real important to me. But Stephanie, is there anything you want to tell the viewers before we end the show today?
Well, I mean, you say that you mentioned you don't sell, and people are like, well, you have your website right there. Kelly is a customer, and you can get a discount using her link. And so that's why that's there. Yeah. You'll get $10 off a $50 purchase, $25 off a $150, and free shipping. And so there's ways to get even better discounts. But our mission, guys, I've been here 10 years. It's not something I just started a few months ago and I'm off to the next thing. I really love what this is doing. Our mission is to give people, create an opportunity for them to empower with products that can optimize their health, help them feel better and age. We're going to age. It's natural. We're not trying to stop that aging process. We're just trying to make us healthier and be able to do more as we're getting older. And I thank you so much, Kelly. You're doing such wonderful things. Your show's amazing. And I'm honored to be here with you talking about all things.
Thank you, Stephanie. And Terry, my friend, good morning. Thanks for watching. Stephanie, thank you so much. The shows are always so informative and fun and incredible. Guys, share this show with somebody you think needs to know this information. This is really, really important. And so thank you so much, Stephanie, for being on the show today. You can catch Stephanie every month right here on the Kelly Williams Show, where we talk about all kind of fun and delicious and amazing things that you want to find out about. So get a discount on your first order. Go to livecleanwithkelly.com and you can look up all of the things we talked about today. Get information, print them out, show them to your doctor if you want to. It's all an open book. It's really, really great. So guys, you can watch the Kelly Williams Show anytime on your home TV, and we hope you have an awesome and blessed rest of your day. Thank you, Stephanie.
Bye.
See you next time.